Welcome back. Now to more stories. Governor Charles Soludo of Anambra State in Nigeria Southeast says the country's President Bola Tinubu's administration inherited a dead economy from its predecessors. Soludo disclosed this while commenting on the policies of the Central Bank of Nigeria. According to him, from a macroeconomic standpoint, the current government inherited what he called a dead horse that was still standing, and people did not know it was dead. Those were his words. Soludo, while explaining his role in putting curbs on monetary structures when he headed the Central Bank of Nigeria between 2004 and 2009, accused the Apex Bank of illegally printing money. Gbolahan Olojede joins us once again. He's a development analyst. Gbolahan, it's great to have you on the program.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Right, I'm sure you watched that interview. What indicators or economic factors support Governor Charles Soludo's assertion that the current Nigerian administration inherited a dead economy? Like you heard, in the story there, he called it a dead horse that was still standing and people thought it was alive. What specific challenges? Yeah, please go on. Yeah.
Okay, quite a number of challenges almost in every part of our economy. We have a very huge debt to revenue profile such that the amount of our revenue that we're using to service debt had already crossed the 90% of our revenue. That is a huge problem. We had a situation in which the amount we're paying as subsidy it was more or less as if we're borrowing money to pay subsidy on fuel. We had a situation in which the CBN did not produce an account for about 2 years before that time. So while we were thinking or we were being told that we had a foreign reserve of about $30 billion, it was found out that maybe we've done some forward contracts, some swaps, so probably we were having $6 billion instead of $7 billion, instead of $30 billion. So apparently, a lot of things have gone very, very wrong, very, very wrong. The economy was very bad. No doubt, absolutely no doubt about that.
Okay, well, I don't know if you can hear me, but we seem to be having some problems with hearing you well. Maybe if you're using some Bluetooth device, you might want to detach it, or we try and speak up a bit more. But if you can hear me, Gbolahan, we had, Soludo talk about the printing of money, which he said ran into trillions of naira, talking about the CBN Act that he midwiped while he was still governor of the Apex Bank, and calling the action illegal by the just recent administration and former central bank governor. In what ways might this alleged illegal printing of money under Ways and Means advances by the Central Bank of Nigeria could have contributed to Nigeria's economic challenges? Please give us your thought on that. Yes.
We're talking of printing that over the years accumulated to about 23 trillion naira. That is a huge level of note printing. We're printing note without a corresponding improvement in productivity. There's nothing to back it up. We're just going, printing the notes. When you do that, of course, there'll be a lot of note circulation. That has implication for inflation. We have all seen how inflation has been going from one height to a new height, consistently month over month for several months now. Those are all part of the problem when you are printing notes indiscriminately like we have. There was no doubt that it was an illegal thing because the law already stipulated how much you can print based on your revenue. We bust all limits that existed, and everybody that should have helped us apply the brakes looked the other way. The states were benefiting, probably National Assembly, federal government. Everybody was, just busy sharing the money without anybody to call us to order as to what we were doing. But at the end of the day, we're all going to have to pay for it. 23 trillion. I guess it has been structured now into a proper debt so that we bring it on the books and can defray it over the years. These are all part of what the current administration would say, oh, I inherit. They are there for real. I don't envy the economic guys, but they will have to do it because eventually we need to do it, and it is doable. We can revive this economy. There will be a period of pain over some months, but we will indeed get out of the hole if we're committed to making it happen.
All right. Well, the central bank governor, in his speech yesterday, first policy speech, said medium term. Charles Soludo said he wishes them, give him his condolences. Let's see how that will pan out. All right, Bola Olojede, we have to leave it at that, but thank you so much for your time. It's been a pleasure having you.
Thanks for having me.